Hello friends, welcome to Dezinlife. Lion is a king of the jungle. When we think about lion, we feel like somebody with a lot of power. We feel like having no fear from the lion. And a different kind of feeling comes something who is undisputed king. Somebody who is everybody's fearful from this lion. But when we look closely, the life of the lion, this gives a lot of good learning for a human being also. So our today's topic is the tough life lesson we can learn from the king lion life, or you can say more precisely 7 life lessons we can learn from the life of the lion. So we have been talking and thinking about the royalness of king lion, someone who is undisputed king, someone who is very powerful, someone who is very agile, someone who is very fast. And when you look at the lion life, it looks very fascinating, very charismatic, or very appealing life. But the reality is full of struggle, and that teaches some very important life lesson. So I will take you through in a very next few minutes the life of the lion, and along with the life we will see which are the lesson we can learn as a human being. So you must watch video till the end, because the lessons will be coming as a part of the story. A lion life is normally around 12 years, or you can say 10 to 14 years. So average we are taking 12 years. And when we compare with the human, we can compare with the 7 times, you can say, where their life is normal, I say 12 years, and human life may be somewhere around 75, 80 years. So one lion life can be compared to the 7 human years, so that you can compare which age what happened, and that's how you can relate both for the purpose of understanding. Another important thing is only male lion can become the king. Female lion cannot become the king. How they lives? Lions normally lives in a pride, or we call them as a jhund, which consists of one king, his 1 or 2 more associates, and rest are either female lions or their cubs, what their basically children are. They have different work associated with them. Like the king lion, normal work is security of the pride or security of the jhund, and the female lion's work is, or she is more responsible for the food or the hunting of for the pride. Any lioness or the female lion give birth to 1 to 5 cubs at one time. 1 से 5 बच्चे एक बार में होते हैं. And then these lioness, they try to take care of these children up to say 2 years of their age. But majority of them, they don't survive till the age of 2, and their mortality rate is above 80%. So more than 80% of their children, they die before the age of 2. How they get killed, that I will tell you as a part of a story. By the time the kids, they are up to age of 3, all the male kids or male children or male lion, they have to leave their pride or jhund, or you can say they are basically being kicked out of the house. So all the male lions, all male cubs by the age of 3, they are kicked out of the house, and that gives us first learning. So as I told you in the beginning, we should compare one lion life year as equivalent to almost 7 human life year. So that is, you can say, almost 21 years. So first life learning is we should try to be independent by around age of 21 years, and parents should also stop spoon feeding the child, otherwise they will not learn. And that is why if you look in the past happening also, Europe also, many countries these practice are there, where children has to move out by the age of 18 or 21. Okay, now let's take a story forward. In normal lionesses or the female lions, they goes out for the hunting for many kilometers also, and leaving behind the cubs. Because of this issue, many times they are not able to feed the cubs, and some cubs some children they dies due to hunger also, and some children's they get killed because mother is not there, and any other animal or any other lion also can come there and they kill them. So they feel fear of that also. So they basically grown out of that fear, and sometimes they does not get food also, and some of the cubs they die because of the absence of food. And here comes the second learning. A tough upbringing will make you a strong leader or a successful person. An easy or soft upbringing will not make that successful leader or that successful person. If you look at say many leader or many top leader, they have very hardship in their beginning, and that makes them very hard and a strong person. Okay, moving to story further. Now these male lions who are moved out of this pride, they have to make their own group with some other like-minded kind of lions, or some other lions who meet them on the way, and they 2, 3, 4 lions, they make a group, and after making the group they have to attack some other pride or some other jund to take them over. Now that they fight between these 3, 4 lions, young lions who are homeless, with the king lion who are the king of the some pride, and this fight lead to their victory or their defeat. Either one things will happen. If their victory, they will be winning. If the defeat, they will be get killed. And here comes the life learning number 3. To win over the life battle, we must make our own friends which are strong enough to help you through, because life will be difficult for the people who are loner or people who are without good friends. Here lions who make a good friend, they are able to win over some pride, and who are a loner, they hardly are able to win any pride or any jund. So moving to story further, if they lose fight, they will be killed and their life will be over that time itself, whether their age is 3 or 3.5, and they will be run over. But if they win, they will took over the pride and become the king lion by the age of somewhere 3.5 or 4, something like that's how they become. And they will kill the lion king of that pride, and they will kill the male cubs also, despite the resistance from their mother, to avoid any kind of future competition. And that's another reason where the children of the lion get killed and they don't survive beyond age of 2 in as good as 80% of cases. So this way they displace and kill the current king lion. And there comes the learning number 4. Learning number 4 is, if you have capabilities, you can be leader. But once someone more capable person comes, you have to vacate your position. You need to continuously update yourself to remain leader, and if you does not update, you can't hold a position for the long. And another learning here is, this story also tells us that power or the positions both are temporary. They never stay with the people for so long. Okay, now moving to another part of the story. Once this new lion took over the pride or took over the jund, he ran the pride in his own way, and that's how life goes on. Now either there are two possibilities, either after some time some other group of the lion they attack and they took over, and if that does not happen, and when this lion get old on his own life, what happened, and he is not able to do the hunting on their own, then these female lions of the pride, they try to help him in the food for some time, but not always, and later on they leave them. Now this old lion can meet 3 fate. Either he will die due to hunger, or he will be basically killed by other animals, maybe any other animals who are much weaker to lion, like hyenas, maybe leopard, what we call the lakadbagga or tendua. They come and hunt down these old lions, or they die just lying there only. This gives us couple of more learning or more life lesson. That is life lesson number 6. You must have sufficient saving for your old age, because even if your close one may leave you. That was happened in the case of lion also. And life lesson number 7, time is the most powerful. Lion, who is the king and ruled in his prime time, later he died either due to hunger or by the neglect of his own family or by hunting of other animals which are much weaker than him. And these are things that does happen with the people also at the old age. So there are lot of learning we can take of the lion life, and this can be useful to all of us in our daily life. So friends, I hope this story will be useful to you. For benefit of all, I'll just read out, or I'll just spell out, can say once all these 7 learning which I spoke about. The first one is, we should try to be independent by 21 years of the age, and parents should also stop spoon feeding. Lesson number 2, a tough upbringing will make you a strong leader or successful person, and the easy or the soft upbringing will not make you so successful leader or the person. Life lesson number 3, to win the life battle, we must make our own good friend which are strong enough to help us, because life will be difficult without a good friend or true friends or without associates. Life lesson number 4, if you have the capability, you can be leader. But once someone more capable person comes, you have to vacate your position, or you need to continuously update yourself to remain the leader. If it does not update, you can't hold a position for long. And life lesson number 5, power or the position both are temporary. And life lesson number 6, you must have sufficient saving for the old age, because your even close one can leave you. And life lesson number 7, time is the most powerful. Lion, who was the king and in the prime time, later he died either due to hunger or due to neglect of the own family or hunting by the much weaker animals. And that's what happened with the people also. When your time become bad, even the weaker people or smaller people also go and hit you. So thank you very much for watching this video today. Thank you very much, friends.